coming in like a...
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons.
To kick on for Tampa Bay.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jenkins. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons 0. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Fournette on the carry.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
To the 49-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
7-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jenkins to Evans on the slant. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
7-yard line.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike, 59, Danny. Mike, 25. 49, check 49, check 49. Switch. Check. Wait. Watch the whip. Shoot. Check. 51.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
21. Check kick.
Here's Gurley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Is this bringing back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
Jenkins.
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jenkins. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Hey, free play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10, it's Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
45. Mike, 45.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Throw left side, complete. That's Jones. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Not much there, only a yard.
35-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he floated one out there, incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gun. Check 45, come on. Get that quarterback. It all comes. 21. Hey, let's get in holes. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the ass.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Jenkins, he's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jenkins. He's got Burton here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Complete.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Fournette on the counter, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 22. D. Tighten up. Shit.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. 51, Sam.
Operating from the gun. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's been a long day for you. 45.
To throw again. Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
They'll run with Fournette. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
31.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again they run with Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Fournette. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll come out in the pistol. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys. You had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 12. Back to throw. Jenkins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Jenkins. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Get the ball.
Running left, it's Fournette. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's big side. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. No. Ball.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8.